Welcome back. This is now episode 44 of No Holds Barred. Oh, that didn't go well. This is
Nearly. Oh, you nail it every time. Come on, give yourself a minute.
episode 44 of No Holds Barred Pod. See what time pressure does? It makes me. Everyone's like, ah! Everyone, you and me, are like, ah!
The whole No Holds Barred Pod team.
The team are all under pressure tonight because I've got to go and pick my son up from youth club quite soon. But anyway, welcome back to episode 44. This is the shocker. That's Sal Dodgson.
And that is Don McGowan on No Holds Barred Pod.
Yes. And hopefully you've listened to the last episode, which was 43, where we've kind of stopped and come back. But it was mainly about, Sal got through her
UK
PMQs
news.
roundup. Yeah, exactly. UK
But
edition,
now we have to do geopolitics.
which in this instance basically means one thing and one thing alone. America being batshit crazy, I think.
Well, not America in the entire country's defence,
No.
But, one madman and all his little sycophantic acolytes.
Absolutely, yeah. We can't blame the entire country on that. Yeah, Donald Trump. I hate that he's still my namesake. Anyway.
Yeah, it's very confusing.
I wrote on my notes, for America, I wrote, Trump has officially lost the plot. That's the podcast. And that's it. It's like,
do you know what? The first person probably in the press to call it out is going to create themselves like a hero status. I just wish they'd do it because they're nearing it. They're literally, if you hear them interviewing the other politicians, they're like, do you think he's talking sort of rationally, would you say? I think the weather outside is beautiful, the reply will come. It's fucking mad, but it's ramping up. It
is getting there.
Why are we so slow to do everything? I've been calling this for years.
Yeah, true. I heard...
the rupture has begun, and I'm delighted. Now, let's get on with it.
Yeah, exactly.
All the damage has been done. Let's make it all better. Let's get rid, and then we can fix everything.
Yeah. I heard of Mary Trump, who's Donald Trump's niece.
Oh, like
she was on the radio yesterday on LBC being interviewed, and she tells it how
rational.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, she tells it exactly how it is. Crazy Uncle Donald. Yeah, so... But...
Terrible man.
I think I wrote... Since we spoke on Friday, Trump has continued to debase himself in public and ruin the previously good name of the USA. I said he's like a whirling dervish with uncontrolled lies spraying from every orifice.
He's like the Tasmanian devil, isn't he?
Yeah, that's what was in my head when I thought.
Slow-mo. Well, his brain is, but his body's on slow-mo because he's, hopefully very close to the end.
Do you think he's on like Adderall or something like that, some sort of ADHD?
Oh, I think he's on a cocktail of medication that would kill you and me.
Yeah, maybe.
And I think he probably has been for a very long time. And he refused the stubbornness isn't the right word, is it?
Don't know.
But the man, he's just got no give about him. What he says goes, and that's that. And he's gonna, I don't know how they're gonna stop him. Aside from him being so unwell, he can't physically get out of bed.
No. Well, I don't think... I've heard 2 or 3 Republicans speak up about him over the weekend, but literally that was it, 2 or 3. And it's not enough. It's not coming quick enough from them. The Democrats are moving a bit better, but they're still mobilizing very slowly. And with the exception of Gavin Newsom, who was an absolute legend at Davos yesterday with his interviews.
Because he came out and said how weak Europe will be, didn't he? And he's right. Because Europe and America need each, America behind the government, need to stand up together. That nothing else is going to... Because America have got absolutely no taste for taking over Greenland whatsoever.
No, of course they haven't.
But as the fucking penny dropped this morning, a lot of it has got to do with data centres, hasn't it?
Yeah,
because
your tweet was excellent. Yeah.
Well, thank you. I mean, you wouldn't know because it got like 2 likes and I might as well be dead on Twitter.
I'll repost it again.
Can I read it? Shall I read it?
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, go for it.
It's better if you read it yourself because it's a... Tell me.
I'll put it on the episode graphic.
Okay. Denmark owns Greenland. America is lazy and greedy. They have problems, aside from Mad Trump. Computers run the world, energy consumption rises, never before has cooling been the one big necessity. Are you getting it yet? Energy creates heat. Snow helps. And I call that data centres.
Yeah, it's really good, actually. Really, really liked it.
I mean, that's not the only reason, but it's a big reason.
Yeah, of course it is, yeah. But,
because you don't want the epitome of global warming to be in Alaska, I'm assuming.
No, in the Arctic.
So if we put it on somebody else's island where other people will suffer, it doesn't matter as much.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, Gavin Newsom yesterday, I'm sorry, I just remember what he said. He said, I wish I brought some knee pads with me because of all the sycophantic world leaders sucking up to Trump. I think that changed
then he went on Ben Shapiro's podcast and basically filleted Ben Shapiro. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah, anyone that talks to that weird little guy goes a bit mad, doesn't it? But yeah, I think things changed today with Trump. I think after his speech, I mean, maybe just come on to that in a second. But I woke up this morning and it was about 5, and I think he'd just taken off from America, and I saw one post saying emergency on board Air Force One. It has to turn back. Has had to turn back to America to join Air Force Base Andrews.
He forgot his MAGA hat, didn't he?
Well, no, I thought this is just bullshit. But then I love watching planes, particularly military planes. I always have done. So I got my little app out and I sort of filtered it to military, and I looked and it had Air Force One had turned around to go back to Maryland. But it was a bit of an emergency. Apparently, there was a big electrical failure, and all the journalists on board were sort of plunged into darkness. So, and unfortunately, I think
the light in their cabin didn't work.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That's not an emergency. Fuck me.
Well, I don't know, but nothing bad happened, and he made it to Switzerland on another plane, unfortunately. So, and then I said he made a speech that lasted 72 minutes and was like listening to a drunk at a bus stop when it's just the two of you and successive buses have just been cancelled. It was bizarre.
It rambled. But like I said in the last step, I think they were just giving him enough rope to hang himself.
Yeah,
you go up there, you say exactly what you want, son. Go on.
Go on, Grandpa.
Go on. We're all clapping you. Go on. And, you know.
Yeah, they were.
He called Greenland, Iceland 3 or 4 times.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He's going to end up in fucking invading Graceland, isn't
he? Greenland, Iceland, Graceland. Yeah, I know. He's just crazy. I mean, he talked about all sorts of weird things from what I could tell. I didn't listen to it all because I can't, because it's just too much. But he was going on about battleships. Yeah, I said he kept referring to Greenland as Iceland. He criticised the EU in front of the EU. And then he said, what did he say? Oh yeah, that was it. He said if it to the people of Switzerland, you'd be speaking German if it wasn't for us Americans after the war.
Well, the thing about that, Donald.
Me or him?
You're not the one calling people who speak German speakers.
I guess he has lost. I mean, we say it all the time. It's difficult to put it into words.
To be fair, I'd put that down to his ignorance. I mean, it could be either or. Doesn't really matter. You
just don't know, do you? But standing up in a country that speaks German and telling them they would be speaking German if it wasn't for him or for the Americans.
I mean, that is literally fucking Grandad for Only Fools and Horses, isn't it?
Yeah,
you'd be speaking German if it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
All right, Albert.
I heard John Hutton was interviewed on LBC, who's the former Labour Defence Secretary, and he came out with a great phrase I just wrote down. He said he's not rowing with all his oars in the water, which is brilliant. I'd never heard that one before. Yeah, I thought that was an excellent way of saying it. But he was just like a drunk uncle at a wedding, just had suddenly grabbed the microphone and go, right, you're gonna listen to me for 100 what was it, 72 minutes.
I don't know what it means, but I've always grown up with his 3 sheets to the wind.
That doesn't that mean pissed? That's what
does it?
In Scotland, that's what we would say for pissed.
Thought it was not with it.
Ah, interesting. Regional variations.
Yeah, Or maybe that's
Yeah.
just my take, who knows? We're sort of getting a bit ahead of ourselves talking
Yeah,
about Davos because we haven't. I've got some very interesting information we haven't covered yet.
I've jumped to sorry, go on.
No, it was just I was watching Midas Touch the other day, as is my want.
Mm.
And we haven't mentioned on the pod, I don't think, that apparently quite recently France and Ukraine were working together because they thought that Trump was feeding Russia information. And so they gave him some duff information and sat back and waited, and Russia got it. No?
That's been debunked.
Has it?
That was a Russian propaganda exercise. They put
Shut
that
up.
No, that was debunked.
That's mad.
That was Russia put that out. Russia fed that out.
So they just want to humiliate him?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is fucking batshit.
I know, it's crazy, but I saw that and I was like, oh, that's mad. And then it came out the day after or something. Someone said, no, this was a Russian propaganda exercise. It's like, fucking hell. They're just making a mockery of it. Yeah.
I can't eat. I'm going to have to go away and get my head around that afterwards because I can't make sense of that right now.
Yeah, because it was reported everywhere, wasn't it? Everyone was saying, yeah, this is what had happened. But then it came out, the day after or something, that actually wasn't the truth. It's mad.
But apparently the Americans have been strong-arming the Danish civil service, essentially, to give them confidential information on Greenland.
Yeah.
So they're very worried about espionage. I mean, it's everywhere.
It
would appear. Okay, so that's... I can't believe I didn't see the bit about it being debunked. There's just so much, isn't there?
I know, it's hard to keep up. It's too much information.
The tariffs, have you got anything on that? Because after we turned around and said, no, you're not having Greenland, you put tariffs on everybody, didn't you? An extra 10%. And I came out and I'm like, do what you want, but all you're doing is damaging your own people. Because all tariffs do is make everything more expensive for Americans that then go back into the government. So they're essentially taxing their own citizens. Okay, we're going to have less exports, but we don't have a huge amount anyway.
No.
Do we?
No, not really.
And this is why we need to learn to do things in-house so that we don't have to use their exports either. You know, but I've got a bit from a guy called Nick Timmerhouse on Twitter. And it said, because last time when he first started talking about it, everyone picked up on the fact that it was going to cost Americans and not other countries. And that, like, MAGA, very slow to pick up on it.
Yeah, like everything.
But this guy says, by analysing $4 trillion worth of shipments between January 2024 and November 2025, researchers found that foreign exporters absorbed only about 4% of the burden of last year's US tariff increases by lowering their prices, while American consumers and importers absorbed 96%.
Yeah.
The tariffs had a significant effect on trade volumes, facing higher US tariffs. Indian exporters maintained their prices but reduced the volume of shipments to the US by 18 to 24% relative to the European Union, Canada and Australia, the report found. Rather than acting as a tax on foreign producers, the tariffs functioned as a consumption tax on Americans. The $200 billion in additional US tariff revenue last year was paid almost exclusively by Americans.
Yeah, it's crazy. I read that as well.
At best.
I know. I mean, like everyone said when he came out with it last year, this is what would happen, but nobody believed it because Trump had his team and the MAGAs believed whatever he said. So they told them that's not what was going to happen. And then bit by bit, the economy's been getting worse and worse in America, and he's been making excuses for it. And then this study that you've just referenced came out last week or whatever it was, and they've gone
proving what we all said was going to happen.
Exactly that, and they've all gone, why didn't you tell us this? And you're like, fuck off. We told you. I know, it's absolutely mental. Like,
do you know what? No, go just on that.
Yeah,
the amount of reporters who are like, we're worried about Trump's mental capacity. I'm like, what? Just now?
Again,
Are you for real?
Yeah.
We had no idea. What?
I assume you've just woken up from a 10-year coma. Yeah, okay. I know. It's absolutely mad. Yeah, the tariff situation is just insane. Like, he keeps doing it because he thinks it's leverage, but he's only leveraging against his own citizens, as you just said, and it's doesn't work, Donald. Doesn't work.
But going back to WEF, did you listen to Mark Carney's speech?
I've seen a bit of it. I haven't listened to the whole thing, but he's been getting loads of plaudits, hasn't he? The whole world's gone, well, this guy.
Yeah, great. But nobody seems to mention the bit where he casually admitted democracy is bullshit.
Oh, did he? Oh, God. Okay, I take it back.
No. Yeah, he said. I'll just do a bit of it. He said the rules-based international order is finished and will not return. For decades, countries like Canada benefited from what was called the rules-based international order, Carney said. We joined its institutions, we praised its principles, we benefited from its predictability, but, he added, we knew the story was partially false. The strongest would exempt themselves when convenient, Carney said, arguing that trade rules were enforced asymmetrically and international law applied with varying rigour depending on the identity of the accused or its victim.
So if you've got the money, you're fine. If you haven't, you're fucked.
We participated in the rituals and we largely avoided calling out the gaps between rhetoric and reality.
Yeah,
there is a lot. I recommend everyone should go and watch it, but he's basically admitting it, which is why I'm like, oh, the rupture, not the rapture, the rupture. Yeah. That's what's coming. Rupture capitalism and rupture it good and hard. Very excited.
I know. It does feel like there's something. There's a change in the air, doesn't there? Definitely, things are moving at pace, and as long as Palantir don't buy up the whole fucking world before it happens, we should be all right.
That's a problem.
It is a problem, and I think that's. Go on.
Have you got anything else on
Trump?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, two pages.
Oh, good. Go on then.
No.
You got? Oh,
no, not really. I've got a couple more things, but that was all.
I hear he's bored of peace.
That's at the bottom of my list. Yeah, I was looking at that just before we came on. So yeah, Trump's proposal for Gaza peace and stability has been to invite world leaders and countries to join his get the stress ball out to join his so-called board of peace, of which he'll be the unanimous chairperson and have the final decision on everything that happens. He sort of arbitrarily made Steve Witkoff, Jared Kushner, Tony Blair, of course, as the named people at the beginning, but then he's invited countries to join up, to sign up, and they have to pay him $1 billion to be a permanent member. It's fucking. How is nobody saying this, that he's a fucking mob boss? I know. $1 billion to be a permanent. No, for every 3 years, I think it is. Fucking mafiosa. Just the mafia must be looking at this and going, "Wow, this is like
he's taking the
charts."
piss."
Yeah, exactly. Like, how's he getting away with this shit? But so far, only a few have signed up. But
he's trying to strong arm people, isn't he?
Yeah. He is. Well, it's basically he wants to create an alternative United Nations with him as the boss, and effectively all he's got is baddies so far. Lukashenko in Belarus has signed. He invited fucking Vladimir Putin and Benjamin Netanyahu.
Do you reckon this is Putin's idea for a laugh?
It might well be, yeah.
Just to cause murder.
Write him a note going, Donald,
you should do this. You should definitely do this.
Suggest a board of peace, invite me, put Tony Blair on it, see what happens. Whole world, bang. Oh, it's just fucking insane. So the countries that have confirmed that they will join the board of peace so far have been Albania, Argentina, Armenia, Belarus, Hungary, Israel, Kazakhstan,
Morocco. Hungary agreed now.
Orban's agreed, yeah. Pakistan, Sorry, where did I get to? Morocco, Paraguay, United Arab Emirates, Uzbekistan, and Vietnam. I thought Qatar had agreed as well. But yeah, so they're the confirmed countries that have joined his board of peace. So if that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12. I think Qatar potentially got $13 billion out of that just by making up a board of peace.
Into his own personal bank account, is that, yeah?
Well, like the $500 million worth of oil he sold and chucked in a Qatari bank last week, yeah. Who knows?
To fire these people into the sky.
Who knows? That's the problem with him, do you? You just don't know what... As I said, it is a mob. He's a mob boss. But he's like the world's mob boss.
He's the worst person in the world.
Oh, he's definitely that, yeah. And there's some pretty strong contenders for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that crown. But yeah, he's right up there, definitely. So, but
sorry,
go on. No, you go.
Well, no, it's separate too. If you haven't finished, we'll sort of separate.
Well, I'm just going to bring it back a bit to what he's done with the UK this week, because it's to do with the Chagos Islands, and he basically chucked a grenade into the UK far-right ecosphere media the other day. He told the world on True Social overnight, I think Monday, that he thought the Chagos deal that Starmer had struck was, in inverted commas, stupid. So we woke up on Tuesday morning. Did he
actually say that word, stupid?
Yeah, he said it was stupid, yeah. So we woke up on Tuesday morning to this, and then I wrote something about it that he's basically he's done two things there, and he's done them on purpose. The first thing is to destabilize. So I wrote that he knows how easy it is to upend the world order by chucking this grenade. It gets the tongues wagging. And people who the day before praised Keir Starmer for his emergency speech were now openly questioning him the day afterwards. So Trump has destabilized things in that way. And the second thing, and the most important thing, and this is what has happened, I wrote that it's to promote division. I said, because I think within 23 minutes of that coming out, Nigel Farage had come out and said, yeah, Trump told you, the Chagos deal, we've been talking about it for ages, it's crap. And Farage immediately reversed ferret on Starmer, who he'd been praising the day before, and started attacking him. And Trump, that's what Trump did it for. So I said, Trump knows how frothing that the right in the UK were over the Chagos deal. And it's just these stabilization techniques. I don't think he's got any inclination to cancel the deal that he signed off last April. So it's just literally slash and burn, more chaos, leading by chaos, distraction, whatever. And yeah, I just said Starmer needs to grow a pair at this stage, because Trump's basically pulled his pants down. The day before, Starmer was quite conciliatory and sycophantic towards Trump in his speech, and then over the next following day, Trump had basically pulled his pants down and said, fuck you. So
do you know whose pants Trump hasn't pulled down in any way, shape or form?
Netanyahu?
The person who went into his office and said to his face that he was a fascist, who stood toe-to-toe with him and said, I'm not afraid of you. And he's never had a peep since.
That's really true, yeah. I saw you, I reposted that.
I've been saying for a while. You can't soft soap these cunts. You have got to nip them in the bud, or they just get more inflated, and then you get an even bigger Mr. Creosote at the end of it when they do explode. And it gets messier. Totally. There's going to be fallout from standing up to him, but that's the nature of these fucking pricks and the way we've structured politics in the globe to enable. This is what capitalism does. If you want capitalism and you want to be enabled to be a greedy, selfish bastard, these are the consequences. Or nip him in the bud, let the rupture happen, and let's reassess capitalism and how we do it, and how the fact that humans need boundaries and excessive wealth isn't helping anybody.
No, it's not. No, it's very true. I wrote after Starmer's speech on Monday morning about him being a bit... I thought he came across too sycophantically to Trump, and I had a lot of Labour people telling me how wrong I was. But then I was proved... I was proved right, though, overnight when Trump then chucked that grenade and told Starmer that he was stupid, like, to the world. Like, this is exactly what you just said. You have to stand up to these fuckers, because if you don't, then you're going to get bent over. And that's kind of what happened to Starmer in the space of 24 hours. So
yeah.
And I think that's what led to him being much stronger in PMQs today, Wednesday, when he kept saying he would not yield, because he's basically gone, oh, fuck, this guy's not actually on my side after all, really. So, yeah.
He must know what it feels like to be Jeremy Corbyn then, eh?
Yeah, fair enough. Fair
Just
enough.
saying.
Yeah.
Karma. What comes around goes around, so, don't be a cunt.
Hopefully.
That's my advice.
Yeah, so, yeah, that's about it on Trump. I've got one more thing on the, well, what we were going to talk about on what's come out this afternoon, the news about the EU. Now, you see, you did this to me at the end of last episode, and I was looking blankly at you. And what?
You see what? I did want to slip in. I listen because it's sort of it is relative. I, for the first time in about 5 years, listened to a first episode of the Joe Rogan Experience.
Oh God.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, no, he didn't used to be that much of a prick, and then the money just he hit the sell point and turned into a I don't know how to do reality anymore type person. But only because his guests were Matt Damon and Ben Affleck.
Oh, really?
And I know them to be lefts.
Yeah.
And I thought, this is going to be interesting.
All right.
Because Joe Rogan is king of the sycophants.
Mm-hmm.
And, his opinion changes like the fucking wind.
Yeah.
And he forgets. See, I know who I am, so my opinion's not going to change day to day, but his floats around like, from the clips I've seen over the years. And it was dead good because they were talking about their film company. Now, they do this mad thing with the people who work for their film company. And I'm sure it used to be a thing. It's called profit-driven bonuses.
Oh, really? Who'd have thought?
What else do we call it?
Paying your workers properly?
No, they pay them properly, and then they say, like, if we do 10% more than we hope to do, then you'll get X amount. If we do 20%, then you get X. It's like an incremental bonus scheme.
Yeah.
Yeah, but profit-driven... Oh, there's a phrase, I can't remember it. It's so old. But yeah, they look after their people, and as a consequence, they end up making really good films.
Yeah,
and everybody's happy. Imagine that.
Who'd have thought
it? But it was dead funny because every time they stuck. I haven't finished it, but for the first 2 hours anyway, they stuck largely talking about films. And maybe I'm just looking for it. I'm misreading it, but it did seem like a lot of what they said was very, very pointed at politics and poverty and working class and how people suffer. And it was almost like but they went on there with an agenda that they weren't sharing with Joe Rogan. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
That's what it sounds like, because every time he'd steer them away into, oh yeah, but wasn't Marlon Brando fucking amazing or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh, well, he grew up very poor, and
okay.
That's that sort of thing. So I just thought it was a positive thing for a change.
No, that's good.
Like, we're breaking through. Great.
Nice to hear that. Definitely.
And they sound like just dead normal, nice people.
Everything I've always seen with those two seem like, they're pretty decent guys, which is nice. And they're good at what they do as well. Very good at what they do. So, yes.
And things. Yeah. I'm a sucker for a good, attractive man.
Yeah.
There aren't many of them.
No.
Yeah. So, I've done that. Yeah. So I've just got one thing left for the end.
Okay. Well, I was just going to say
we've got 10 minutes to hurry the fuck up.
Quick. Two things. Quickly. Two things.
Must you know?
Breaking news this afternoon was that where is it? The EU have basically announced that they're going to stop working on the EU-US trade deal. They're cancelling it indefinitely. And that is fucking berserkly huge news. It's massive that the EU are prepared to put the entire trade deal with the US on the line because of Trump's craziness.
It's
and
the
that,
rupture.
yeah, well, yeah. Okay, that's the episode title for this one. But yeah, I just thought it's still coming out, but basically the EU have gone, no, fuck you, we're not having this, so we're going to cancel our work on the trade agreement because it's not worth our time, and they're preparing $93 billion worth of retaliatory tariffs as well, just in case. Which, they're not fucking around, the EU, and it just makes you think again, like we say all the time, how much we're fucking missing out by
The
not
phrase
being.
"stronger together" brings
Yes,
my mind.
well, there, yeah, exactly. And how much of a
Teamwork.
shit show Starmer's having to
There's
deal
loads of them.
with because of
Better
fucking
in the
Brexit.
tent, pissing out.
Yeah, all those ones, the classics.
Swear to fucking
And it's
God.
just mad. It's just mad, and it's just really sad. Just that we're in this position where we're just in outside the tent, as you say. And the last thing about Davos, and then I've got one other thing. Howard Lutnick, who is the US Secretary for Commerce, he did a panel yesterday which went down terribly, but then he went to a dinner last night with Christine Lagarde, who's the president of the European Central Bank, and Lagarde got up and walked out when Lutnick was doing a speech. She literally just fucking walked out, and they cancelled the entire dinner before they'd even got to dessert. And I thought, yes, this is good.
This is brilliant.
Yeah, it is.
And we're
good.
not part of it.
We'll be
part of Europe, but
we'll have to be at some point. But yeah, I just thought that was absolutely serious power move by the EU, and especially like the president of the ECB just gone, right, this is fucking bullshit, I'm off. And off she went. Brilliant. Top draw stuff. And then the last thing yesterday in American news is that the Department of Justice filed a motion to block the release of the Epstein files completely, saying that no one can force them to release the files.
What? Sorry, repeat that. I thought you were going to say something else.
I said they filed a motion to block the release of the Epstein files, saying that no one can force them to release the files. Not even the Epstein Transparency Act, which is currently 35 days overdue for release.
Do you happen to have the name of the prosecutor who did that?
No, but I can find it probably.
Because there's
maybe not in 6 minutes.
There's a hullabaloo going on.
Go on.
That I can't remember the woman's name. Hang on. Let me see if I can just Google it. Pam Bondi's basically she's in trouble because she keeps fronting a prosecutor that has had her legal licenses taken off her. Because this prosecutor, hang on, DOJ prosecutor fired Heather somebody.
Right.
Because she's basically gone up as a DOJ prosecutor against Trump's business friends and basically let them win the case by being dog shit on purpose. So she had her law license removed, so she's not allowed.
All right.
I think that's up. Lindsay Halligan, that's it.
Okay. The name rings a bell vaguely.
Hang on. Lindsay Halligan has left the Department of Justice after a federal judge threatened disciplinary actions against a controversial US attorney for the Eastern District of Virginia, attorney Pam Bondi announced yesterday. Halligan, a former personal lawyer to Donald Trump, was the prosecutor who brought charges against James Comey and Letitia James. Those cases were dismissed in 2025 after the judge ruled that Halligan was not lawfully chosen to head the office for the Eastern District of Virginia. The Department of Justice has appealed, but basically, Bondi's in the shit, and she's just nothing's their fault, is it? Because they can't do accountability.
No.
So I wondered if she was involved, but I don't think she is.
Oh yeah, sorry. No, that's interesting. I just saw that. It's going through court at the moment, but basically on the 21st of January, which is today, a judge Engelmeyer denied lawmakers' request for an independent monitor, stating he lacks authority to oversee the DOJ. So basically, he's saying he's not in a position to make a ruling on it. But they have filed a motion to basically cancel the release of 2 million documents, which we haven't seen. I mean,
well, the Republicans are going to melt down over that because they want them released as well.
Yeah, they do. They do. Yeah.
So the midterms are going to be the big tester, because lest we forget, all of this is just to distract. He's put himself in the Netanyahu corner of, I need to kill people or to save me from prison.
Or go to jail.
It's fucking insane.
That's what we said last week, wasn't it? It's just madness.
So the Americans have just got to...
Yeah, and that's it for me, I think, for this week.
Well, can I just end by asking everyone to do the like, share, subscribe thing, please?
Sorry, can I just
in the algorithms?
Can I just stick one more thing in as well? Sorry. This morning I wrote a thing on Twitter about the Chagos Islands, and I did a mini explainer. It turned out not to be that mini after all. I got contacted by West of England Bylines asking me if they could put it out as an article. So which has gone live this evening, which I'll put a link to this morning in the show notes. So yeah, so yeah, so that was quite nice. Anyway, that was just a little plug for myself. Yeah, that's all.
Awesome.
So let's get back to wrapping up.
Oh no, I just wanted to introduce our latest ending because it's our friend of the pod, James Koppert.
It is
explaining to everybody exactly why we're in the circumstance we're in now, and maybe if we could change things, society would be better.
Yeah, it's a very good video. Yeah, so stick around and watch that in a minute. Once the theme tune has finished playing, it's well worth your watch. And that's it, I think, for episode 40, whatever it was. 4.
Yeah.
The next episode from us will be interesting, right?
Well, they're live.
The next episode from us will be, we hope, live from somewhere very interesting indeed. Clacton-on-Sea.
Friday or Saturday, or Friday and Saturday, who knows?
Yeah, we'll work it out when we get there, basically. Sal and I are going to Clacton, and we're going to have a chat to some people on the street, hopefully, and we're going to do some podcasting from Clacton-on-Sea.
Yes,
so look
if there's
out for
anything
that.
specific you'd like us to ask people, do let us know.
Yeah, please. Yeah, get in touch. And you can do that by visiting our website, noholdsbarredpod.com.
Indeed.
That was very professional.
It is very professional. We're getting there.
Yeah. So, right, on that exciting note, let's wrap it up and say, thanks for listening / watching.
And enjoy James.
Yeah, enjoy the video from James. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
We are on the brink of World War III, where millions of people could die because we made the same mistake that we always make. We didn't listen to women and girls. We have a president that is ignoring his own country's democratic processes and laws, breaking his own country's laws, illegally invading another country and taking their leader. Potential war crimes committed when he's blown up boats and there's people clinging on to wood of the wreckage, and more missiles have been launched, killing them. And now he's threatening to take by force a Danish colony in Greenland, a NATO ally, and of course the allies have to then step in, and it could have been prevented. When these women and girls said they were raped and sexually assaulted, we could have believed them. Instead, you all want to wait for the Epstein file because you need a dead, rich man to verify what these people have already told you. And if we'd listened to the women and children, Trump would be in a jail cell, not potentially causing millions to die in World War III.